Now, just like I said earlier, the largest grouping of organisms is the category of domain. Okay, all living things fall into one of three domains. There are only three domains for all living organisms. Those domains are bacteria, Euarcha, and the final one is Archaea. So we have the Euarcha, the Euarcha, the Archaea, and the bacteria are the three domains. Now, some of the differences between these, bacteria and Archaea are what's known as prokaryotes, meaning they do not have a nucleus. So bacteria and Archaea are known as prokaryotes. Euarcha is known as eukaryote. And that means it has a nucleus. Okay, so bacteria and Archaea, no nucleus. Euarcha has a nucleus. Now within the Euarcha domain, there are 4 kingdoms within this one. Okay, remember it goes domain, kingdom. So within the Euarcha domain there are 4 kingdoms, and they are protist, plant, animal, and fungus. Okay? Now let's take a closer look at bacteria and Archaea, the 2 domains. This was your homework. Okay, bacteria and Archaea, 2 out of the 3 domains. Okay, like I said earlier, bacteria and Archaea are prokaryote. Okay, prokaryote, meaning they have no nucleus. Okay, and that is bacteria and Archaea. They do not have a nucleus. That's one of the main distinguishing factors between bacteria and Archaea and the Euarcha. Bacteria and Archaea can be 2 types of eaters. They can be autotrophs and they can be heterotrophs. The autotrophs are able to make their own food. And they mostly use the gases found in the air. For example, carbon dioxide. And methane gas. And they will use these 2 gases to metabolize and to make their own food. Bacteria and Archaea can also be heterotrophs. When they're heterotrophs, they're known as decomposers. Because they absorb organic matter. Okay, we talked in class a lot about the leaves, how they fall on the ground. Well, in order to decompose those leaves, to break them down, there are actually certain types of bacteria that live on the ground that actually help to break those down. Those would be heterotroph bacteria. So once again, bacteria and Archaea are prokaryotes, meaning they have no nucleus, and they are both autotrophic and heterotrophic. Here's some examples of bacteria. They fall in 3 main groupings. They're based on their shapes. You have the rod-shaped, which is the bacilli, and some of the diseases that are caused by bacilli are anthrax, cholera, leprosy, and salmonella, which is a food-borne illness. And you can just kind of see here that this is the rod shape that we're talking about. Okay? They're shaped just like a rod. They're very long, skinny, and shaped like a rod, which is why they're rod-shaped. The second shape is spherical, kind of like grapes or cherries, and they're known as cocci. And again, they're classified by their little round shape. You kind of see this is clustered here. Some of the diseases caused by cocci bacteria are pneumonia and tonsillitis. The third type of bacteria are spiral shaped, known as Sporilia. Some of the diseases that are caused by Sporilia are Lyme disease. And again, Sporilia is kind of, they're spiral shaped. Okay, this kind of looks like a rod shape, but again, because it's kind of curvy there, it is classified as Sporilia.